So yesterday I was really stressed out. Actually, not yesterday, 2 days ago. I was feeling this overwhelming sense of tightness in my chest. I had anxiety. And I'm like, where is this coming from? What have I been doing differently? In this quarantine, I think it's quite normal to feel different than you normally feel. I think one of the saving graces in my life has been the routines that I have, that I'm committed to. Whether it's going to the gym real early in the morning, meeting with my friends, my brothers in the gym, communicating with them. It's a grounding routine, right, that really helps me through situations and scenarios that are different than the average day. So number one, routines have really helped me in my life to stay grounded and balanced during uncertain times. And there's some other ways that I dealt with the anxiety in my body, because it's an embodied response, right? And most of the time, it's not what's happening in the present moment, it's actually way out in the future. You've heard me talk about this on other videos that I've filmed for you guys. What can we do to get rid of the anxiety that's in our body, in our mind? Number one is to realize that the thoughts that you're having, or the media that you're consuming, or the situation that you're absorbing, being out in public, seeing everybody with masks, are contributing to the embodied response, call it what it is, anxiety. So, likened to a scientist, how do we manipulate, how do we shift things in our external environment so that our internal environment can change, first of all? And then how do we change our internal environment to view the situation differently? Likened to the book that Viktor Frankl wrote long ago, A Man's Search for Meaning, which is a great book, by the way. You should definitely read it in quarantine, is how can we change the script up? How do we change that movie up? Number one of my best friends when it comes to getting rid of the trigger of the embodied response is breathing. Slow, deep breaths. So if you're feeling anxiety, my friend, you're not alone. These are uncertain times. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't even know what's going on. You know, there's a conspiracy theory on every single thing under the sun. And if you get on the news, I mean, that's probably the worst thing that you can do. And there's just a lot of misinformation out there because we, as human beings, we want certainty and we're looking for certainty. And people are waking up right now faster than ever before, and it's amazing to see. Absolutely incredible. I know I'm getting posts and people sending me text messages and emails, and I am ecstatic about this because it means that the world is shifting. And as somebody who's been we're in this together for the past 11 years, helping people with their health, helping people boosting their immune systems, even before this, I know that those basics, those fundamental things that we've been talking about since the beginning of time are so true, my friend. So, breathing, to bring it back to number one. TRE, maybe you've seen me do this in the past, but I've shot videos of doing TRE, and it's real simple. You just lay on the ground, pardon me for my quarantine outfit here, and you just lay on the ground and you put your legs like this, and you build tremors into your legs. See my legs shaking a little bit? That trauma that's in your body starts to leave when you shake. And this was brought to into Peter Levine's work, who I've been studying for years. Peter Levine is at the forefront of helping people deal with their trauma in their body. And as someone who experienced a lot of trauma as a kid, it's been really helpful for me. So, TRE in those moments, breath work in those moments. A lot of people are auditory. So number three would be some type of chant, some type of music work. Simple thing that you can do if you don't have any instruments. Your body's an instrument, so it's recognizing that. So what I do is I just hit my chest. You can do the sound of Om, you can do the sound of Ah, you can do the tss, which is the sound for your lungs, right, at this time. The lungs are the place of life, they're the place of breath and passion, and it's also the place of confidence. So if you're not confident, then the lungs is what you want to address, right? So, simple and easy. And that'll automatically bring more peace into your body. Your body will start to shift into parasympathetic, which is the healing response. I think a lot of people are so triggered in a fear state during things like into this pandemic we're in, that their body doesn't have time to heal because you're in sympathetic, you're running from the tiger. And if you're running from the tiger, the last place that you're gonna look is for a virus in the body, unfortunately. So what we must do is bring ourselves back into alignment to our highest version of ourselves, to our source center, to that place within that is the parasympathetic nervous system. So the autonomic nervous system can kick on and heal your body now. Super, super important. So the rituals of grounding into Mother Earth, Gaia, Pachamama, whatever you want to call her, radiating at a 7.8 hertz frequency is so healing for your body. And most people are locking themselves inside. They're not putting their feet on Mother Earth. That's a crime, guys. You got to get outside, get some sun, get that vitamin D. That's one of the best things that we can do for ourselves now in this healing state. So we've talked about breath, we've talked about TRE, we've talked about sound being the great alchemist and healer. We've also talked about getting outside in nature. And when you're in nature, you're not just looking to look or looking at your cell phone, you're fully absorbing the landscape. You're looking out at the trees, at the birds, in this rapturous awe, in this, if this was the first time that I've ever seen this tree or the last time that I'm ever going to see it, what type of emotion can I conjure up in my body? This awe experience that immediately brings me into the present moment. Because we're in the present moment, that's when we are healing. And the only place that the artist works is in the present moment now. So when you're in that place, that peace naturally comes over you. So being present moment, my friend, is so, so important. The mystics have talked about it. And the way to do that, and I know this, I'm gonna look like a crazy person doing this for you, but I love it because I am a crazy person. I'm just waving my freak flag, letting it fly, is likened to this expression of the elephants. I'm looking at the art. And I'm not just looking to look, I'm looking like, oh my God, look at the detail on this. I'm visualizing it, I'm seeing it, I'm touching it, I'm absorbing it versus looking. I'm seeing. Seeing is different than just looking. You guys are probably laughing at my acupuncture that I have in my face. I've been experimenting on myself, not recommended for you, but if you want to experiment on yourself, then feel free. I didn't tell you to do it though. I'd say the last one is figure out where those thoughts are coming from that are leading you down the path of emotion that creates that disturbance in your chi or in your field, in your energy body, that anxiety, right? And then remove those thoughts. Change it to something that's more favorable for the movie that you're creating that you call your life. And that is such a beautiful thing, my friend. You are far more powerful than you could ever imagine. And I love doing life with you at this time. Leave a comment below. Let me know which one you like the most. I'm shooting from my house in quarantine, so there's no fancy editing or anything with this video. It's just me and you. If you got more questions, leave them in the comments below. I'm gonna start doing more of these. Love you guys. And we're in this together.